It hasn't even sunk in yet. I mean, to be down to a team like that and to come back and win the game, I wish I'd make it easier and not be down, but I feel like I play better when we are down. So I'll try to do whatever I can to learn how to not get in those situations and just start fast and finish faster. But you'll look back on these games the rest of your life, and you'll watch these games when they're on TV and stuff like that. And I'm just glad I get to enjoy it with some of the best men on earth.
Patrick, mentioned a lot of guys that made plays.
Did you have to get a pain-killing shot at halftime? If not, what sort of treatment did you get at halftime on the ankle?
I did not get a pain-killing shot, but we did some stuff to get it ready to go for that second half.
Andy mentioned a lot of different guys that make plays. How about the one that Jarrett McKinnon made in the moment, not getting in the end zone?
Yeah, I mean, to have a vet like that who knows, I mean, all year long he proved how smart he was on that football field. He's like another quarterback back there, and he made it a little closer than I wanted him to. We talked about it in the huddle before the play, but we needed it because I ended up losing so many yards when I was taking those knees. So it was a smart decision on him, and in that big of a moment, you want to run in and just score the touchdown. But we work on that stuff every single week to prepare ourselves for those moments. And I want to give a credit to Eric Bieniemy because even though sometimes we get tired of listening to them talking about those moments, they always seem to happen in the biggest games, and he makes sure we go over the details every single week about them. I thought guys they embraced the moment. I think that's the biggest thing is that first half, we were playing. We were doing some good stuff, but I felt like guys were getting consumed by everything around us and not just going out there and playing and enjoying this game that we've played since we were little kids. Guys talked to the locker room, and we just said, let's leave it all out there. Let's leave it all out there for 30 minutes and see what happens at the end of the day. And I thought guys did that, and I think the biggest thing was the offensive line. I mean, the way they were able to protect me in that second half whenever we couldn't use those chips, we couldn't use that stuff to help them out against a great defensive line. That's the reason we won this game.
Patrick, what went through your mind on that play, that 26-yard scramble you took? It changed the game. Take us through that play because it definitely was the best phase of the game.
Yeah, no, they did a good job of covering the guys that I wanted to throw to. That was the biggest thing, and I got it going upfield, and how the D-line rushed, it left the lane, and I thought once I got out, I don't know if you can see me running, I felt like someone was just right on my back the entire time. I haven't seen the play, but I'm like holding the ball up here somewhere. You just try to get in field goal range, man, and we have a great kicker, and you want to give him a chance to kick a field goal or score a touchdown, and we were able to get in that field goal range. We were smart at the end there, and he was able to kick the field goal to win the game.
We'll do a couple more. We'll go to Steve. Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead.
Patrick, to talk about Andy retiring.
I mean, we lost, you know. Doesn't feel good. But, I mean, as I was telling the guys in there, man, keep your head up, you know. It is what it is. We still had a hell of a season, made it to the Super Bowl. Shit, I got no doubt that we'll be back. Ain't nothing to, be down about, but it is what it is. They had a good game plan, a lot of chipping, stuff like that. Trying to, for the most part, getting the ball out fast, Game plan worked, that's a credit to them. I'm not going, a lot of people said that, if you look at the film, everybody slipped on both sides, so I'm not going to sit there and using it as an excuse or complain about it. It was evident, though, when you see the tape is on there, whether it be us or them, when you see the tape is on there. Most definitely, man. Most definitely. It is very disappointing. It is. A couple times I had a good pass rush, felt like I beat my man. Trying to turn the corner, couldn't turn the corner. Like I said, I'm not making no excuses, but you watch the film, you'll see what I say. At the end of the day, they still won. It's a credit to them.
What was defending Patrick Mahomes? What he did differently that they weren't seen up there?
Man, Pat, he's a good quarterback, a great talent. They managed, they did their thing. I don't know what to say.
What was the coach's message to you? What did you take away?
Then Frank Clark, available at podium 7.
What song are you going to celebrate with tonight?
Man. Sheesh. I'm probably going to listen to Nice song I've been listening to all week. Actually, it's about a band, the Eagles. Hotel California. I'm gonna play that shit loud as hell.
What's going through your mind, though, just your second ring with Kansas City?
It's all a blessing, man. I was very emotional. I've been emotional, for the last few days. Just going through a lot of things, going in and out, just the battles of life. And just being able to, hit the pinnacle. I had a goal this year. It wasn't sack numbers. It's never sack numbers. That's what people fail to realize about me. I can get a sack every game if I wanted to, but I'm a team player, so I do things the team way. I stay within the scheme, and I know my blessings come after, just understanding, my role on this team. I hit Tyron up like before the season. I still got the message in my phone. I hit him up before the season. I was just telling him, like, man, I know the year before, which was the year we lost to Cincy, I'm like, yo, I know I let the boys down, man. I feel like I let the boys down this year, he like, man, you ain't let us down, I'm like, man, I feel like I let y'all boys down because mentally I wasn't prepared, physically I wasn't prepared, and I just didn't give my best. I didn't give what I know, is my best and what I'm able to bring to the table. So my main goal this year was just to get it all back, make everybody pay, climb back to the top. I feel like I'm climbing back to the top of where I need to be. I feel like, being one of the best playoff pass rushers in the history of the NFL at a young age. I'm doing this shit. It's young. It's I got a long way to go. The coaches tell me I can play 6-7 more years, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm enjoying myself, but shit get tiring, you know what I'm saying? 2-time champ. I'm happy, overjoyed, ecstatic. I'm just tired, though.
Chiefs defensive end Carlos Dunlap available at podium. Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts available at podium 2.
Jalen, how tough to be so close there at the end and pull away the loss?
It's tough. It's tough. We worked really hard to have this opportunity and to come up short. It's tough. I think there's always a lot to learn from, and we get the opportunity to reflect on some of the things we didn't do, could have done, but I think there's a lot to learn from it.
Were you especially disappointed that
Eagles tackled Jordan Malata
great
available
game
on
all the
podium
way
6.
around, but the only thing you're going to remember is turnover? The impact of that on the game?
I don't, I always hold myself to a very high standard. Hold myself to a very high standard in everything that I do, and I think obviously I try and control the things that I can, and I touch the ball every play, so obviously want to protect it, but it did hurt us. It hurt us. You never know what play it would be, but it hurt us. You look back and you want to reflect on the things. Maybe you could have done something more. Maybe you could have tried and done something, to change the outcome of the game, and that's the way it was.
Jalen, Patrick Mahomes said that you had an outstanding performance for a guy the first time on the stage and everything. Can you take any solace from that, even with the fumble? Can you take any solace from that, from what he says?
I have a lot of respect for him. I always have. He's done some really great things this far. I think for me, we lost. We came here to win, came up short, so it's something that I know that'll motivate me. I've been here before. That's the beautiful thing about it, so I'll figure it out.
Hey, Jalen, you always talk about you typically don't show a lot of emotion. Can you describe your emotion?
You either win or you lose, or you either win or you learn. That's how I feel. You either win or you learn. So, you know, as always, win, lose, or draw, I always reflect on the things that I could have done better, things we could have done better, to try and take that next step, and that'll be the same process that goes on now.
What did you learn? Jalen?
Ain't watched the film yet.
Jalen, I know it's wrong, but what do you
said
want
that,
to take from
that
this?
you addressed the team.
You know, I don't do it. I don't do this to be loved. I don't do this to be hated. I don't do this to seek anyone else's approval. I do it for the guys in the locker room. I do it for the guys in the locker room. I do it for all the time that we've invested into this. Do it for the love and the thrill of growing at something. And you put the work in and you go out there and get it. You know, you go out there and you make it happen. And you know, it is a tough feeling to come up short. You know, it's a very tough feeling. But I know that the only direction is to rise. And you know, that'll be the MO going forward. That'll be the mentality going forward. That is the mentality. You know, obviously, credit them for the game that they played, and a very competitive football game, and a competitive football team, and Coach Reed. But, you know, we'll sit back and we'll reflect on it, and we'll learn from it.
What was your mindset when you got the ball with 4 seconds left?
Go win the game. Win the game. You know, had a lot of confidence in it. I ended up throwing the ball and my front lead foot ended up stepping on the back of Kelsey's, I think, and ended up slipping, and I didn't get enough oomph on it. So, you know, you hate to end the game in that way, but you know, it was what it was.
How disappointed were you that you didn't get a real full drive at the end of the game?
I don't think this game is defined by one play. One play throughout the game, one call, whatever it was. You know, I'm big on self-reflection and reflecting on the things that I could have done better. So, you know, I think I'm gonna challenge everyone, and I've already challenged everyone to think about those things, because it's the same process that we go about win, lose, or draw.
Kansas City Chiefs post-game interviews.
You know, it's look yourself in the mirror and be able to learn from everything. You know, like I said, you either win or you learn.